Hello guys, it's Ramos here, another year gone and lots of new games released over the year. So as always since 2012, let's take a look at my top 10 favorite games from the year. Note that I didn't play everything and they are only PC games since I'm a greedy bastard that has no consoles and PC master race. Even if this year was quite frustrating with games like God of War, Spider-Man, Detroit Become Human and Red Dead Redemption 2 all being only on consoles, and I would have loved playing them. But let's take a look at 10 of my favorite PC games from this year with some honorable mentions. It's been a big year for recently released games like Fortnite or PUBG, but we're only including games that officially got released this year. I had both of those in the last year's list. Also, more Nico codes hidden in this video since I'm in the League Partner program, and let's go. Number 10, a recent game that I got for free from the Fortnite Partner program, Ashen. It's surprisingly good, even if it's obviously taking every single mechanic from Dark Souls and implementing it to the game. It feels nice, the art style is really unique and good looking, you don't even have a face, and the combat is very familiar if you've played any Dark Souls games, and you have lots of weapons to pick from, hold the shield and block and have light or heavy attacks, and you get souls from killing enemies, but you don't use them to level up, you use them to upgrade weapons or armor and craft different things. There are also some sort of bonfires where you save and revive at. Heck, even the name is inspired from Dark Souls Session 1. But it's clearly a homage to the game. I didn't find it as hard, maybe because I'm used to dying from Dark Souls 3. I defeated the first boss without dying once here, but it's a nice game. Number 9. The game was out for a while in early access, but the full version was just released this year and I've only played it now since I also got it for free from the Epic Launcher. Subnautica is a really deep game, it will really get you wet, get it? It's No Man's Sky in the ocean, you crash there, are the only survivor and have to craft things to go deeper and eat and drink to remain alive. It's quite scary considering how infinite everything feels, but there is a story that guides you on the way and you go look for survivors and find new blueprints to craft tools or vehicles that help you on the way. Number 8. Frostpunk is a survival and city builder game. In a timeline where the snow took over the world, you have a small colony of Londoners and need to gather the few resources around the crater you are in, heat it up and keep building to improve the lives of the people, as well as search for more survivors in other frozen areas and bring them to your place. It has different modes to pick from and it's quite a nicely done game. Too bad there are not many strategy or builder games made these days. Number 7. Another addition to the series, though it feels pretty similar to the older ones. Far Cry 5 is a really fun game. I think the third one is still my favorite, I really like the island setting there and the art style and villain, but this one is great too. You are now in the US, going as a rookie soldier to arrest the main villain that as always shows up in the first scene of the game and fucks you up. Then you have to get to him by freeing all the areas of the map from the cult, take out outposts, save people, make friends and so on. You can also choose your gender in this and customize your character as well as buying new clothes. I have no clue why since you never see yourself, but your character never talks and the endings are a bit annoying, though they already picked the canon one for the sequel coming out soon. Number 6. This is more for the idea of the game than the game. This was the game I looked forward to the most when it was announced, but the launch wasn't that exciting. Having played in every alpha and beta test, there was not much new when it came out, but they kept improving it with free updates and listened to the community and what they wanted. So the game just keeps getting better and I think it has my all-time favorite graphics in a game ever. Look how beautiful that art style is. The game is simple, you buy treasure maps or riddles or bounty hounds and go find them and take them back. You can play alone on a small ship with friends or bigger ones and all the gold you get is used to customize your ship or character and weapons. There are lots of achievements you can do too and big boys to fight. Number 5. I was sad when they announced this game because it didn't continue the story of Max and Chloe, depending on what you picked at the end of the first one. I picked Chloe over Bay, yeah, I'm a psycho, but the first episode of this was really good too. Kept the awesome art style and nice music and introduced the characters pretty well. This time the story is around two Mexican brothers that run away from home after the incident, and the younger one is the one with powers here. And that's a bit strange, since it feels weird not to have a power mechanic like you could turn back time in the first one. Now it's more of a visual novel with lots of racism involved, though it started good and I think it will keep improving. Captain Spirit will also be back in the second episode, they made a free game with him before this one came out, and you can also say at the start if you sacrificed Arcadia Bay or not, and you see it well or in ruins depending on it. Maybe we'll get to see Max in future episodes. Yet I feel like the choices don't make much of a difference. Whatever you pick, the same main event happens, and the adults feel either very kind or very bad. It's a pretty strong start, but I like the other two more. The first one was one of my all-time favorite games, and Max and Chloe are Life is Strange for me. Feels weird without them. I prefer being a lesbian girl apparently. Wait, what? Number 4. A welcome surprise to be sure. I didn't enjoy Call of Duty as much as Black Ops 4 in years. Black Ops 1 was my favorite COD game, and this one resembles it in a way. They didn't go that futuristic, and it's finally boots on the ground again, though I'm not that happy that they removed the campaign. At least they made some boring specialist missions that give some interesting cutscenes after you finish them. That could have been an amazing campaign. And Woods is your virtual trainer too. Apparently it would have involved Mason and Woods, and Reznov resurrected by Mason's daughter, and Menendez would have been back as well. It would have been nice to have a campaign, but the multiplayer is fun as always. It has lots of maps from older Black Ops games remastered too. Zombies are great, you have 3 maps to pick from at launch, and I think they are some of the best ones so far. And of course the Battle Royale, one I'm finally good at, even if I don't like the map that much. It's nice how they made it out of old multiplayer maps, and it includes lots of things from older games like Zombies. And they also added levels separately in those 3 modes and free Battle Royale passes that you upgrade and get skins and more. Pretty solid game, though I enjoy multiplayer and Zombies more. I still find Fortnite the most fun and action-packed battle royale in a way, and their business model with the season passes and skins are the best in my opinion. Number 3. Okay, calm down, I know what you're going to say. Man, BFA sucks and Blizzard fucked up this year. They really went down in the last few months, and their stocks did too. And yeah, true, but still, I love WoW. I always did, and Battle for Azeroth is the game I played the most from this list this year. I said from the start that it feels like Legion 0.5, but Legion was an amazing expansion, my second favorite after Wrath of the Lich King. And indeed, they now seem to focus on what keeps people playing instead of what's fun, and funny how that made people stop playing. It's full of grinding and RNG, and it feels like you level down when you level up with the new scaling system. The Heart of Azeroth and Azeroth gear are boring, they try to take the place of awesome artifact weapons from Legion as well as tier sets. We got no new spells, and even some got removed, and the island expeditions and warfronts are a bit underwhelming, not to mention allied races from the main page of BFA not even in the game yet. But the start of the expansion was awesome. I really love the new zones and quests in them, even if the story of Alliance and Horde fighting over rocks feels a bit stupid after defeating the damn Burning Legion. I think the end of the expansion will be great when we get even more zones and Azara finally, and also N'Zoth. And I did pretty much everything. It kind of feels like it's lacking content. I finished everything apart from Uldir on Mythic because fuck that. But I always like collecting mounts and transmogs and achievements, so I always keep doing older content for them too. Number 2. One of my all-time favorite series after the Arkham games, Assassin's Creed is back again. After going more RPG in Origins and having a great success, even if in a way I was more of a fan of the action-adventure style from older ones, the ones with Ezio are still probably my favorite, but Odyssey, just like Origins, did a great job, but this one is a bit sillier. It keeps most of the elements from there but improves upon them, and you can also pick to play as Alexios or Cassandra at the start. I chose her, though it's even before Origins, and that was the start of the Assassins when Aya formed the Brotherhood, so my complaint from Origins is even bigger here. It's not really an old school Assassin's Creed game, and the modern day settings are not that many. I still miss Desmond, and the first Hidden Blade only comes in the DLC, and you still need to grind XP from side quests to progress in the main story and beat bigger enemies. That I find a bit frustrating. But again, it takes place in a great occasion at a great time. Now it's in ancient Greece, starting with the Spartans, and it's not linear like the old ones. It looks gorgeous, the combat is fun, it includes naval battles as well, has a nice story, awesome music, and they still kept the classic Ezio's family soundtrack. Great customization, a huge map, and you can now choose what you say and what to do for once. Before number 1, some honorable mentions. The crew too is pretty nice, they upgraded from only cars to boats and planes as well, though I'm not a huge fan of racing games. Realm Royale was what I wanted to make or see as a battle royale game, a medieval fantasy one, but they kinda fucked it after with many changes and adding automated rifles instead of keeping it medieval. Hitman 2, pretty similar to the first one but good anyway. Battlefield 5, I didn't get to play it yet apart from the beta. It felt okay, quite similar to the previous one too. The Forest, this one was out for a while as well, but I only got to play it this year, and this is the year when version 1.0 came out. The Walking Dead final season, it's sad what happened to Telltale. They made so many awesome games over the years. I was really looking forward to The Wolf Among Us 2 and liked many of their other games like the Batman ones, or Tales from Borderlands, or Game of Thrones, and the Walking Dead ones. Monster Hunter World, didn't get to play it yet, but from what I've seen I don't think I like it that much. Fallout 76, never was a fan of Fallout games, but this one looks like the worst one so far. I don't know why Bethesda keeps using dated graphics and interfaces and mechanics. And Darksiders 3, an easier Dark Souls where you play as Fury. Number 1. And finally, my favorite game from the year, from another of my all-time favorite series, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. It's the only one from this list that I've finished 100%, and by that I mean every single collectible, side quest and challenges in the game. The game looks very good, I like playing as Lara, and the locations and tombs are amazing as well. It has less combat and more exploration compared to the other two from the reboot, but that's not a bad thing, though the combat is upgraded from the last one with more mechanics and stealth options. I feel like this was a bit underrated compared to the previous two, and I'm not sure why. It was longer, the plot was interesting, you are stopping pretty much the end of the world, lots of nice tombs and crypts and different challenges to tackle, and very good graphics too. And Square Enix were nice enough to send me a free copy of the Croft edition when it came out, but that has nothing to do with it being first. I really love the game and the series, and is the only one I've fully finished this year. Alright, that's it for my list. Let me know your favorite games from the year in the comments. Thanks for another year of watching, and have a happy new year.